Hi, Jason from GOFR Outdoors. We're so excited to share one of our newer items with you today. We call it our Livewell Adapter. Simply, it's everything in a box that you need to make a live well. Of course, we all know live wells are used to keep bait fresh. Not all of us are fortunate enough to have million-dollar boats where these come standards. So for the rest of us, we're forced to figure out ways in which we fish on kayaks, docks, boats, streams, piers, to keep our bait alive and efficient. It was one of our major passions to do this as easy and as simple as we can for the consumer. You're looking at everything that's going to come in your box. Everything that comes in the box will in fact convert most of your hard roto-molded coolers or any 5-gallon, 10-gallon, round or square bucket. You'll define what container you want to make your bait tank. We just wanted to give you the parts to simply do it. Let's go ahead and convert. This is a 25-quart hard cooler. Again, it's well insulated, so we like it for bait. We're simply going to place our core into the existing drain port and screw it in, make a tight connection with the gasket so there's no leaking. You are now ready to bring water out, water into the area, and air into the bait tank. Next, quite simply, we're going to use our bell housing. All we will do is we will take this and line this up with the grooves that meet up into the core housing. As you can see here, you're now all connected with your system ready to go. Once we do that, we're just going to connect our drain system. First on is our elbow and our drain connector. You'll put your elbow bend right there in place. You'll notice that that's coming up and keeping your drainage vertical. Next, you'll take your drainage tube, plus you'll take your drain filter and your suction cup. You'll place it on to the cap firmly, and then use your suction cup to hold in place. Now what we want to do is focus in on making a bucket, a 5-gallon bucket you're familiar with. You can use square buckets that you use for storage. You can even use larger buckets. I think some of these get into the 7, 12-gallon range. So as long as they have basically plastic parts, you can convert them. What we'll do is we'll give you a template in the box. Now this template is really just a guide. You obviously can make your own decisions as to where you want to put your drainage port. One suggestion that we will make is that you use it kind of on the lower part of your bucket or your apparatus. The reason why is it allows you to get more water into that system. So what we're simply going to do is flip it over. We always suggest using gloves and glasses while you're doing any drilling or anything like that. You'll go ahead and put your template, tape it on, and simply use the hole saw that we provided and drill your hole. Now, for the sake of time and for ease, we've gone ahead and already pre-drilled the hole, which took no more than about 30 seconds, ready to go, just to show you the application as we move on. So, all of these parts that come in the box. The first part here is your bucket adapter. You'll start from the inside of your bucket and push it towards the outside. You'll then take your screw lock and tighten it down. And this way, what you're doing is causing a very watertight connection with inside the bucket and inside the gasket, so that you have no leaking while you're using your bucket. Just like that, and you can see it there. The next step, and you're already familiar with this piece, is simply going to screw right into your bucket adapter like such. Now that we've worked on the outside of your bucket and getting it all set up, watertight and ready to go, now we're going to work on building the inside of the bucket. Again, it all starts with our bell housing. We've talked about this. There are some grooves on the end of that bell housing that actually fit right into the core that you've just inserted on the outside. So it'll just line itself up into the core, just like that. So once that's established, now you're ready to start building vertically your drainage system. That'll consist of your elbow, which will go onto your water out portion, and then your drainage tube, your drainage filter, and your suction cup will go on next, like so. Now, you can attach your suction cup to the side Again, water will drain all the way up to the filter. You can adjust the height if you want to by cutting the tube, or we found you can also adjust the height just by bending the suction cup a little bit and lowering the water level. So this is up to you, how you want to make your bucket work. Just a few tips from GOFR Outdoors.